Hi, Luis Felipe. It's Aussie Villain. Good, mate. Good. Yourself? Ready for Arsenal? Excellent, excellent. Look, mate, just calling to let you know that we have received a bid for you from Manchester City. Yeah, mate. Yeah, 45.5 million. Yeah, no, it is a lot of money, I know, but we'll be rejecting it as you're a valued member of the squad. Yeah, look, I can understand why you'd want to join them, but I believe if you can stay, we can. Actually, we will. We are challenging for trophies. Oh, it's about money. Oh, how much do you want? 125 grand a week? Yeah, no, I think we can manage that. We can do that for you. Yeah, absolutely, mate. This is great news. This is great news. I'll get the terms sent over to your agent for you to sign. Fantastic. Okay, mate, I'll see you at training. See ya. Oh, well, the weight budget's just a guide anyway. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain. Welcome to episode 51 of the First Star Challenge with Everton, our bid to win the Champions League with the club for the first time. And today we have two massive games in the league. We welcome Arsenal to Goodison Park, and then we go to Chelsea, and hopefully we'll wrap up January with two back-to-back wins. So to be honest, 4 points wouldn't be the worst thing, would it? Win at home, draw away. Now, since last episode where we played the festive fixtures, of course, a draw at home to Man United, a nice solid win away to Leicester, we've had a few games here and some really good, solid results. First up, I just wanted to quickly mention, I'm trying this the zoomed in skin here, so it's a little bit closer in. I think it'll be easier for you guys to read what's on screen. There's a few things we miss out on in-game, but let me know what you think. If you like it, we'll keep going with it, and if not, I will go back to the old way. But yeah, I think it'll be easier if I did test it, and I think it'll be easier for you guys to sort of read what's going on in the screen here. Now, first up, after the first game after last episode, we had Norwich, a League One team in-game in the FA Cup third round, and we won quite comfortably. Stuart Taylor got his first goal for the club. Well done to him. We did give some debuts out too to Gary Turpie and to Toby Berg. Toby Berg actually has been doing quite well when we've played him. But Lookman, Kenny, Taylor, Cook and Gomez, they got the goals for us. We were just too good for a League One team, to be honest. It was a really, really good performance. Then we played Newcastle in the league, and this was we were solid in the first half. We were really strong, actually, in the first half. Witzel, Bernard, and Selke got the goals. It was basically wrapped up then. We saw out the second half. They got a late goal back. You can see by the match ratings, we were never really in any danger of dropping points in that one. We played really, really well. Then we played Spurs. We went to Tottenham. We were absolutely shocking in the first half. You can see we were 3-0 down. Second half, we were so much better. Selke and Canente with the goals. We almost came back and rescued ourselves a point that looked so unlikely at halftime. It wasn't true. I think it was 2 corners and a free kick from Ericsson. It was just really, really poor. You can see Luis Felipe, new contract in pocket just before this game. Didn't really show that he was particularly worth the money, but we have seen off the interest of City on him, so that is a good thing. Then we played Cambridge. We've had a bit of a soft run in the FA Cup so far. We played Cambridge in the fourth round, and again, we were just too good for them. It was an own goal, Carlson and Lookman that got the goals. We actually gave Toby Berg a start in this one, got the assist. I forget which goal it was he assisted, but might have been one of Carlson's, I think. Carlson got 2 in this one. Again, we gave Gary Turpie a game off the bench. Michael Stevens, the goalkeeper, I wasn't willing to risk a 16-year-old goalkeeper, I'm honest, just yet. You're coming along nicely in the under-18s, playing really, really well. But goalkeeping it's a different sort of position to play you in. So not this season, but we shortly, mate. I promise we'll give you a game soon. And if you want to have a youth product named after you, just let me know in the comments. I will try and put you in the team where we can, where it's possible. And that was it. If we have a quick look at the league table, we will see we're still sitting up there, 6 points off Manchester City, 5 points off of Liverpool. It's really, really close, isn't it? United's only a point behind us. Chelsea and Arsenal, this is why this is such a big episode, because with Champions League football on the line for next season, it's, we could potentially find ourselves down in 6th after this episode. We did get Brighton in the next round, the FA Cup in the 5th round. Brighton are a Premier League team, but a struggling one. So it's going to be a little bit tougher than Cambridge and Norwich. But still, hopefully a game that we will be able to go out and win. Now, there is a transfer window that's happening. We haven't done too much. As I said last episode, all I really wanted to do was keep our players that we have. We did sell Nicola Moro, though. He wanted to leave. He was on 58 grand a week or something, so I was more or less happy to get him out. He had that serious injury last season. It's really set him back for us. We got £14 million for him, though. So that's a good one. And then we did send out on loan Stephen Fraser, the young Scottish striker that we bought. He wasn't going to play for us this year, so we sent him out to Aberdeen in the Scottish Premier League. He'll do a good job there, hopefully, and then we can sort of reevaluate him when he comes back. I'm still not really planning on signing anybody, to be honest. I'm kind of happy with the squad that we have for now. The only other thing of note is that Lookman is complaining about first-team football. But to be honest, between our Brazilians, I'm not going to play him just for the sake of it. I will try and play him a little bit more, but we're not just going to try and force him in. But this is a team we're sending out to face Arsenal here. It's Lafont in goal. It's Timon, it's Stark, it's Luis Felipe, and it's Milo as a back four. Witsel and Canente in midfield. Rafinha, Vlasic, and Bernard as an attacking trio in behind Davy Selke. Luis Digne's back from his injury. Not quite fit enough for this one. We will put him on the bench though. Terry Cook's on the bench for this one as well. He's been doing quite well. So hopefully we'll get a good result here. And there will be a Goals of the Month at the end of this episode as well, so make sure you stick around after the Chelsea game to see some of the best ones. FA Cup special almost, given the amount of goals we scored in that. What do we say to this? Just go out there, relax. Go out there, relax, play your natural game, boys, and let's beat Arsenal. Just a quick apology too. I did miss an episode or two over the weekend. I can't remember if this was supposed to be Friday, Sunday, or just a Saturday, but I did miss an episode. I apologise for that. I was trying to pre-record because I was going away for a few days, and I just didn't quite get there. But we're back now, and that is the main thing, isn't it? All right, come on, boys, come on. Let's go and get a result here. And don't forget, please do let me know what you think of the sort of zoomed-in screen here. The big trade-off in games that we can't see the body language of the players. I might be able to play around with the screen to try and fix that, but I'll wait and see. Oh, what an effort from Rafinha! How has he done that? 6th goal of the year, and I don't know how he has scored from there. That was an impossible angle. How has he done that? Bravo, Rafinha. A little bit of help maybe from the keeper knocking it in, but that is an absolutely stunning goal from Rafinha. I really, really love Rafinha. What a signing he's been. I thought we'd overpaid, to be honest, when we paid 40, almost 50 million for him. But he has proved himself time and time again as just a wonderful player. Now, if you've watched my Aston Villa save, we know all about Almeida. He is absolute quality. I did see Arsenal were signing him. They've just signed in this transfer window. I did see that. I was tempted to have a sneaky bid, but between Vlasic and Gomez, I don't feel like we necessarily need him. So I didn't want the wages basically, because we have a lot of players on 100 grand. Here goes Canente. Oh, Canente! It's his 6th goal of the year. He is just absolutely coming of age. I think he's still only 19. He might be 20 now. He is having a wonderful, wonderful season. And Bernard has just teed him up here, an absolute beauty. And you just look at that. Just look for space. Patience, patience, patience across the goalkeeper. That's a stunning finish. Canente, well done, son. What a goal. 2-0 up at home to Arsenal. This is what we like to see. We need to defend the set piece here before we get too excited. Selke away. It's still in the mixer. Headed away now. And I'll tell you what, we could be a chance here. Bernard and Rafinha's there with him. What can Bernard do? He's beaten one. Look at the back post. Look at the back post. We're queuing up at the back post. Selke! 12th goal for him. We are ripping Arsenal to shreds. This is absolutely magnificent. What a run from Bernard. Look at this. Oh, I'm choking up. I'm so excited. Absolutely left the man there on his backside. Who was that? Hector and Davy Selke. I'll tell you what. A little bit more margin at the near post there would be nice, but that's okay. It's 3-0. We're not even half an hour in. And this is what we can do on our day. We're absolutely devastating when we play well. Amazing, amazing stuff. So yeah, anyway, I didn't sign him basically because of the wages. What did he end up on? 51. We could kind of get away with the pay raise for his Rafinha again. That's been blocked. Are we going to get counter-attacked ourselves here? It'd be disappointing to concede so close to half-time, actually. Ball comes in. It's there for William Jose. It's a good save from Lafont. And Milo will clear that. Now, do they have him on the bench? No, see, their wicked striker that's like ridiculously quick. He's not playing this one, which is good for us. Yeah, we could just about get away with Luis Felipe's pay rise because we sold Morrow. So we sort of took 58 grand off the wage budget, and then we added 25 back onto it. 25 grand a week for for what's his face, for Luis Felipe. So we just about get away with that, but we have a lot of players on sort of 60, 70, 80, 100 grand a week. So yeah, just got to be a little bit careful with the wage budget. I don't think we need to change anything else there. I'm tempted to take Vlasic off and play a DM, but we'll leave it for now. We are looking really good, so I don't necessarily want to change too much here. We need to work on the set piece defending. Lafont's just a free kick, surely. Kept it out nicely there. Yeah, we just need to just keep our heads here. Witzel's not having his best game. The Chelsea game is not too far away. So I just want to be a little bit careful on tiring players out if we can help it. We did have Cambridge just before this, though, so I was able to rest players for that, knowing we had these two big games coming up back to back, and hopefully we'd be able to just play more or less the same team. Lafont's done really well there. You know what? This is just beginning to make me a little bit nervous. If they don't have their ridiculously pacey striker, can we get that clear? Canente's there, free kick. I'm wondering if we might actually just push the line up a little bit. We do have decent pace in our back line, so we don't have to be scared of too many teams running in behind us. Witzel and Vlasic still aren't having their best games. We'll throw some praise out. We're getting to the point of the game now where I'd hope we could see this out, especially at 3 goals up. Tymone's got a bit of an unconvincing clearance in there. Luis Felipe to Vlasic. We can't get this clear, and there's the goal. Almeida. Is that a debut goal for him? He's really, really good. A memorable moment he scores his first Arsenal goal. Hooray for him. We've seen him do that time and time again for Villa. Vlasic just needed to win that ball, didn't he? It's a stunning strike from Almeida. Yeah, let's. I think I just praised them, hadn't I, before that? That's awkward. Vlasic isn't having his best game. We might just try and take a little bit of risk out of this if we can. We have Sander Berg on the bench. He's probably the best option. We'll just drop him in. Drop him in there as an anchor man, I think. Actually, you know what? We might switch those two around. We'll keep the same positions, but we might just drop Witzel back in there. A little bit more experience. And hopefully now we will just be able to see this out. Let's slow this game down a little bit as well. Don't need to win this game twice. Play for set pieces. And we'll also just slow it down. And there we go. Hopefully that will be enough. Let's make sure we're concentrating here. Rafinha's picked up a knock. We won't muck around with that whatsoever. We'll bring we'll bring Richarlison on for him. And see how we go. You can see with that, not seeing the body language, it's difficult to, you can't really see exactly how they're feeling. But the shouts go, we'll just pretend that every shouter gives a fantastic shout. It was the perfect shout for that scenario. But this has been a massive, massive 3 points. A really, really good effort. Our weakness has been the teams around us, and we've beaten the team around us very, very convincingly there. Excellent. The match ratings don't necessarily show that, but I thought we were very much the better team there. Well done, boys, and on we go. So there's the league table. That keeps us. So Liverpool's lost, which is good. That keeps us still 6 points. We keep pace with City. We pull in a little bit of ground on Liverpool. And Liverpool and City were playing each other, I think, weren't they? Where was that here? Yeah, so that's why that's happened. That was an important game to win. A shame that couldn't have been a draw, actually. That would definitely have helped us out there. Anything of note? Rafinha's injury is a big one. That's going to have Champions League implications, isn't it? Well, the good news is, Lookman, you'll get some game time here, it looks like. We'll just tell Rafinha, just get yourself back fit, firing for us as quickly as possible. That sucks. A month. It's really disappointing. Canente, class again, man of the match performance. How old is Canente? I meant to show you that half time. 19 years old, and he's just absolutely bossing the Premier League. Who's he wanted by? Fulham. That's alright, we'll laugh at Fulham as they make a bid. Anyway, guys, wait right there, we'll be back. It's Chelsea away from home. Can we do 6 points? Okay, welcome back. It is time to face Chelsea. Now remember, Thomas Tuchel is the Chelsea manager. That is the manager of PSG, who has knocked us out of the Champions League pretty much every time we've played. I think that they're the only team that's knocked us out, haven't they? They beat us in the final, then they beat us in the quarterfinal with an assist from Jordan Pickford. But anyway, we would love to get the better of Thomas Tuchel's team here. We're 6 points ahead of them. Yeah, it would be really, really good if we could. I mean, not even. I did say it say episode 4 points would be good, wouldn't it? So we'll take that if we can get it. This is the team we're sending out. Lafonte's got a cut hand, so he's not 100%, but he's close enough. He can play. He goes in goal. Digne comes in along with Tar for this one, with Luis Felipe and Milo, Witzel and Canente in midfield. Carlson comes in for the injured Rafinha, with Vladic and Bernard and Selke all keep their places in the team. I did have a minor heart attack because Lafont's injury came up the same time Razkovic he's got flu or something, so he's fine as well. But I saw both goalkeepers were injured, sort of on the same inbox thing. I was just like, oh no, but it worked out okay. Okay, so what do we say to this? Klung says pick up where they left off. I'm going to say, do we want to go for revenge? I feel like revenge doesn't sometimes work. It can backfire, but let's go with it anyway. Let's risk the backfire. The good thing with beating Arsenal means that we can kind of take a risk here and just try and fire them right up, get out there and see what we can do. All right, and here we go off to Stamford Bridge. We have a bit of a mixed record against Chelsea. We seem to have, if I remember correctly, and sometimes I don't remember correctly, but I think we have really entertaining games with them, don't we? They tend to be high scoring. We don't always come out on top, but they tend to be good games. So let's hope that we have a good game and that we come out on top. See if we can do the double here. We know roughly how they're going to play. They're going to pass the ball. They're going to attack us. That's a stunning pass. Is it offside? I think it's offside. It's a stunning ball, though. We're checking VAR. Hopefully we haven't gone behind after 30 seconds. That would be a little bit disappointing. I think it's offside, but we look as though we might be coming back here ready to kick off. So that's annoying. Let's demand more. And it has been given. Oh, that's really disappointing. 30 seconds. It's a stunning pass, though. Look at this. It's a good run, isn't it? Morata, and could the goalkeeper have done more? Could he have done more there? Oh, that's not the start we wanted, is it? That's not the start we wanted. Come on, boys. Let's see if we can get back into this game here. Canente, edge of the area for Richarlison. He's got a little bit of time here. Richarlison! There it is! What you're looking at there, Ref. There is nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. It's no goal. Oh, F off, referee. Come on. I mean, it is kind of technically offside, but come on. Alright, come on, boys. Demand more. More of that. We can score. We just need to... unbelievable. Unbelievable. Alright, let's get creative. Come on, boys. Let's be more attacking here, perhaps. There we go. Hasn't been too much happening, really, has there? Come on. Let's win this ball, and let's go and equalise these scores. What is going to happen here? It's patient play, decent work from their goalkeeper there, to be fair. Wasn't the best back pass. This is looking as though it's a bit of a patient build-up play. Oh, Canente's nicked that. Excellent stuff. Well done, Frenny. What can we do? Can we build on the back of that? Richarlison goes back post. It's headed away. And, oh, no. This is becoming a long highlight, and I don't like long highlights. It's the revenge team talk. It never works for me. It never works. Come on. Morata. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like. Oh, it's blocked. It's bouncing around, and that's unlucky. Oh, it's going to be one of those games, isn't it? Let's demand more. It bounced off a couple of our defenders here, and it just fell beautifully for Brent. Look at that. Seemed to have gone through the side netting there, if I'm honest. Difficult for Lafont to stop those. All right, we come straight back. Can we get ourselves back in this game? Or are we going to go and really dig ourselves a hole here? Here goes Bernard. He gets the ball in. Back post. Selke's going to try and retrieve it. It's not really where we want Selke, though, is it? It's a ball. Milo. It's headed away, and this is looking like trouble. Witzel picks it up again. Come on, boys. Come on. We need to get into this game. That's a good ball from Malo. He brings it in beautifully. It's there. It's headed away again, though. Richarlison. It's still there for Canente. Richarlison. Oh, is something going to happen here? Witzel. We're keeping the ball nicely. It's Vadzic. It's Bernard. Oh, it's straight at the keeper. Oh, it was looking so good for a while there, and it's straight into the keeper's midriff. We'll give it a show some passion here when we can. Oh, it's the... Honestly, I'd never get the revenge team talk to work. I don't know what it is. I don't know what I do that it doesn't work for me. It just never, ever works. It did work once. It worked once, and I forget who it was. I can't remember if it was this save or the Villa save. And we absolutely destroyed a team. But it's the only time it's ever actually worked. All right, aggressive. Show me something different. That was truly horrible. Richarlison, don't get yourself sent off. Felipe... Please earn your 125 grand a week. You're making me look silly here. He's looking anxious, which isn't fantastic. Yeah, the one downside to the zoomed in screen is you can't see body language. There's got to be a way to get it to come up, but I can't figure it out yet. Ball back post. Tar! Oh, just over. That's more like it though, boys. That's more like it. Let's get creative here. Come on. We have a corner to defend. Just what the get creative shout was made for. Flicked on. Can we get to that? It doesn't look like we can. Alright, what can we change tactically here? I'm sitting here complaining about Thomas Tuchel and his team. Is there something we can change, though? We're not keeping the ball, are we? Alright, what can we do? Let's actually think about this. What we might do, I'm not sure. I think the line was sitting a little deeper. We might just look to go up a little higher. That's okay. It's past the post. We'll push up the line. We'll get stuck in. I wonder if we should just tighten up a little bit as well. Let's raise our tempo up a little bit and we'll be more expressive. We kind of have to go for it a little bit here, don't we? In terms of changes, we do have Terry Cook on the bench, who has been in a decent run of form. Selke's not having his best game, so it could be one for him. Digne has not come back from injury how we would have hoped. Canente's been quiet this game as well. It's not good defending, but Felipe has it. He gets early the ball forward for Bernard. We've got men in the middle if Bernard can find them. Can he find a cross? It's dinked in. It's a little early. It's there for Vlasic! We're back in the game! He's not going to rule that one offside, surely. That is back in the game. 2-1. Fifth goal of the year for Vlasic. Bernard did okay, didn't he? He really didn't have many options. Could he have done... He had to cross it there. He was running out of time and space. But a good finish from Vlasic. We got what we wanted in the end. Demand more of that. Come on, boys. Let's go and rescue at least a point here. We are going to take Selke off because he isn't playing well and Terry Cook has been playing well. Do we take Canente off as well? He's, again, not having his best game. We'll give him a little bit of time to see how he reacts. Anything else we want to do? Canente's not working out, so we'll take him off. We'll bring on Gomez. He's a quality player. We know that. I'm a little concerned about Digne. I don't really want to make our final sub basically a like-for-like switch at fullback, if I'm honest. Let's maybe not exploit the flanks. It doesn't really seem to be working for us. We haven't really created much all game, have we? Alright, next goal is absolutely crucial, isn't it? It can either obviously draw us level or completely kill off the game. Carlson's Gomez just perhaps on his toes, on his heels there. Oh, this is not looking good, and there it is. The Tuchel curse continues. I really dislike Thomas Tuchel. We couldn't beat his PSG team, and now we can't beat his effing Chelsea team. That was a good tackle, actually, by Malo, wasn't it? And Digne, again, we should have made that sub, shouldn't we? Because he's just off the speed of this game. All right, come on. Can't throw it to each other. It's just one of those days. Come on, boys. Come on. Malo's... he's let William in behind him. What's he doing? Lafont makes a decent save. I am going to make that sub just to have the satisfaction of taking Digna off, if nothing else. All right. Oh, it's not happening, is it? Show some passion, boys. Come on. Yeah, good game and a bad game, really, isn't it? A 3-1 win, a 3-1 loss. That's kind of bare minimum, I'd say, from what we wanted from that episode. But I tell you what, Digne is actually in danger of becoming sort of second choice here. It's a few games now that he just hasn't quite done it for us. Anyway, that's what's done is done there. We were the early kickoff of that game week, so we will, in all likelihood, we have a better goal difference than United, so maybe not, but we'll probably find ourselves dropping down to fourth. That gap to City and Liverpool could extend. It's a bit of a disappointment all around that one, isn't it? Anyway, guys, that is it for today. Just goals of the month to come. If you have enjoyed that, please do hit thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. I did just hit 1,000 subscribers late last week, so thank you so much to everybody who's been subscribing. It truly, it's almost, I can't believe that 1,000 people have subscribed. But anyway, thank you so much. If you are new, make sure you join the club and ring the bell so you don't upload new episodes. And we will be back on. When will we be back? We'll be back on Thursday for, I think we'll show the FA Cup, and we'll try and give some of the youngsters a run out off the bench again. And we'll also come back then for Inter Milan in the first leg of the Champions League. Form's a little bit scratchy. We're still losing games to those around us, the other big teams. But to be honest, they're good teams for a reason. We're losing away from home, which isn't the worst thing. So that's all for Thursday, guys. Until then, I've been Aussie Villain. Thank you so much for watching, and here are some of our best goals from January. Take care.